Hello everyone. Got 5 minutes? Let's learn something new. Today we are going to understand how natural rubber latex is being processed. Let's start from the beginning. Where does the natural rubber comes from? The natural rubber comes mainly from the Hevia brasiliensis, the rubber tree. The latex is obtained by tapping in 30-degree early morning. These conditions are favorable for the latex flow. Tapping is normally completed during the early hours because the latex flow and the yield can be or might be affected by the time of the tapping. So, after tapping, what exactly are we doing? We collect the natural rubber latex. It is the colloidal dispersion of rubber particles in an aqueous serum. What is present in the latex apart from the rubber? It contains water, proteins, lipids, carbohydrates, minerals, and other non rubber substances. What happens if the latex is being kept for too long period of time? The fresh latex can undergo bacterial activity and the spontaneous coagulation occurs. Therefore, when longer the storage or the transportation is required, preservatives may be added to maintain the latex stability. What preservatives commonly used? Do you know about that? The ammonia is commonly used as a latex preservative. It helps suppresses the bacterial activity and prevents premature coagulation. What happens to the latex that remains after concentrating latex? During the centrifugation, a secondary fraction called skim latex, which is being produced. It contains much less rubber than the concentrated latex. If the skin latex is treated as a waste, so it is not necessary that it can be coagulated and processed to recover the skim rubber. This allows additional rubber recovery and reduces the material loss. So now let's come to the main process for producing the ribbed smoked sheets. What happens first? The latex undergoes coagulation. So the principle behind coagulation is it destabilizes the latex dispersion. The rubber particles lose their stability and come together form a continuous rubber coagulum. Usually formic acid and acetic acid are commonly used. The concentration and the coagulum conditions need to be controlled to obtain the uniform coagulum. So after the coagulation, the coagulum is washed and then passed through the rollers, and this process is called sheeting. The process behind the purpose of rollers is to reduce the thickness of the coagulum, simply to reduce the thickness, to remove the water and form into the sheets with a controlled thickness. Why the sheets are ribbed? The ribbing increases the exposed surface area and assists the moisture removal during the drying. And after sheeting, the sheets are being hung and dried. The traditional RSS production, and which is when held in a large scale, it has been done in a smokehouse. The smoking, which helps in drying and preservation and produces the required color and appearance of smoked rubber sheets. So after drying and the smoking, we obtain the ribbed smokes, right? Ribbed smoke sheets, right? Yes. That is why They are commonly called RSS. Are all the RSS are considered the same quality? No, the sheets are inspected and graded according to the quality. So why there is a grading and what are the characteristics are being checked during the grading? So cleanliness, color, uniformity, and the visual defects such as bubbles and how the oxidation has been occurred and other foreign materials, the sand. These are all things are considered during the grading. What are the common RSS grades? The traditional grades are RSS 1, 2, 3, 4, and RSS 5. RSS 1 represents the highest grade in the traditional classification. So, the complete journey is taping and then the latex collection, preservation, coagulation, sheeting, drying and smoking, followed by the grading. Exactly, each stage has a specific purpose, from maintaining the latex stability to producing the raw natural rubber material. And this is the basic technical journey from the natural latex, how it is being until it is processed. A simple process on the surface, but each stage involves a very important rubber science behind this. Thank you for watching. See you in the next episode. Bye.